absolutely delighted when I heard from Audible that it had been chosen for a casting call like that. It was really lovely to think that it was giving opportunities to people who don't necessarily read an audiobook every day of the week and do it as a job. It was lovely to think of new talent being discovered. And then when I was sent clips from the auditions of 4 of you, I think,
oh, really?
and that was so fantastic to listen to them. And you very much stood out.
So was it similar to what you had in your head? Is that how you work as a writer? Will you hear a voice?
I don't think there is a voice in my head. And as soon as I heard your voice, I thought, oh yeah, that's
really?
That's it. Yeah, that's.
I always imagined writers would have a really specific idea, you know.
Yeah, no, I think it's words on the page until somebody else actually reads it.
Yeah.
I started writing the book when I was actually travelling because I thought, wouldn't this be a great setting for a book that challenges somebody 13 years in the future to research Asian accents on YouTube? And I was travelling myself when I started writing it, and I just thought, wouldn't it be much more fun if the main character was really obnoxious and much more interesting than me, and flawed. Yes, so
that's not you then. Well, not you 10 years ago.
It's not. It's somebody much braver and more inclined to say what she thinks.
She's really vile, isn't she?
She
at the beginning of the novel.
Yes,
and it's such a lovely journey for her, I think, and that's a credit to its writing. But it's really nice to be part of that because you know she does really kind of find herself. She does. It's a cliche, but I think it has to be a journey of the character, doesn't it, as well as a physical journey. Otherwise, it would be very, very boring. Yeah, and she really does go on a journey. So that's really appealing, I think, about her. Yes, when I was writing her, my only worry, well, one of my millions of worries actually, was that if she starts off so horrible, I don't want people to throw the book across the room and actually not carry on reading. No, but she's kind of horrible in a delicious way. She's kind of entertaining.
I knew that the only way I was going to reach the plane in the next 7 minutes was by moving faster than anyone else in the building. I abandoned the paper and half of my 3rd cafetiere of coffee, and I slipped off my heels and ran like hell. Snotty children and disabled people blocked my way at every turn. I shoved everyone aside equally rudely, old, young and ugly alike. I might well have toppled an old woman right over, but didn't have time to look back. There was certainly a small commotion behind me. I tore along the moving walkway, which bounced up and down alarmingly. I shouted, "Excuse me!" at the top of my voice, and leaped over suitcases. My tights laddered, even though they were £20 ones from Harvey Nicks. I knew I should have trimmed my toenails. I saw a little car with some bags on the back and rushed over to it, breathless. I jumped into the back and got the breath together to say, "Gate 54. But the boy who was driving, pink, spotty face, said he wasn't a taxi and went in the opposite direction, compelling me to leap off again.
So I think my favourite bit of the book was probably the shift that happens when Tom, that's Tansy's kind of long-term on-off boyfriend from London, comes out to visit her in Thailand, and obviously she's been having this lovely holiday romance with Max, and she's just questioning why the hell she's done this, and then of course, you know, she has that realisation, and I just love all the fights that they have, Tom and Tansy, and the dialogue, and they're just so mean to each other. But everyone's had relationships like that, where they're just brutal, you know. Yes, when I was writing that, I'd broken up with somebody before I went travelling in London. There was a little bit of that in there. I think I can say 13 years after the event. Yeah, definitely. So I really enjoyed writing that bit as well. And then I liked her having to, because she'd always been so self-confident, and her having to go rushing back after the person she really wants to be with who doesn't want to know anymore. No, exactly. It was really satisfying.
Can you come in? I want to talk to you. You haven't gone and got another one, have you? It's not easy to get them off, you know. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking. I shake my head and look at him until he sits on the edge of the bed. I sit next to him and take a deep breath. There isn't any nice way to say this, so I'll just come out with it. Look, I woke up this morning feeling completely different, feeling real. You laugh at me for being a backpacker, but since I've been travelling, I've changed in a good way, I think. I'm proud of what I've done. I stopped drinking. I made friends where I didn't know anyone. I had a relationship. I met the most amazing man. He couldn't be more different from London people. I left him so I could see you. And I shouldn't have.